Hey singers, welcome back to the weekly warm-up. I'm Laura. Here on the channel, I love to share vocal technique, vocal exercises, vocal health, vocal anatomy, all those voice things that can help you to improve your singing and while you're at it, have more fun. So if that sounds good, I hope that you will stick around. This video is going to be about moving between registers, between head and chest voice. Now, my first voice teacher, who was incredible, never talked about head and chest voice. She just kind of didn't think there was any reason I needed to know about it, as long as I could sing in both. So she never gave me the mental construct that there was like a barrier. And I think that this is sort of information. It's true, you do have multiple vocal registers, but somehow knowing that there can be a break between the two often leads singers to deal with that break very strangely, because they see it as this hard break and they kind of think, okay, my break is on G, so up to F sharp, I'm gonna sing in full chest, and then I'm gonna and go into full head and make my way on up. And in fact, it's really much more variable and a much more sort of shades of gray situation, because the overwhelming majority of the range that you will sing is all going to be mixed. You're always going to be mixing head and chest, kind of in like a chemistry experiment. And so it's going to be quite rare that you're going to have raw chest or pure head without any influence from the other register. And so if you have been driving yourself crazy, moving up and down and thinking, okay, how do I get up to that barrier and get over it? I'm going to show you just an unbelievably simple exercise that is going to take advantage of the vowels oo and e to help you naturally start to integrate those ranges and move them together. Okay, singers, I got a helpful comment on one of my recent videos that was saying that the explanations are good, but it would be more helpful to have sort of more singing, more like repetitions of the exercise. So I'm gonna try that today. I'm gonna take you through a wider range with more repetitions, and I would love for you to just let me know, what do you think? Is that more helpful? And to the person who commented last time, thank you so much. I really appreciate it when you guys tell me what you need and how I can serve you better. So let's go ahead and get started with this exercise. It's going to be just a scale up and down. And I learned about this idea from my voice teacher, not that first one, but my current voice teacher, who was telling me that her first teacher, so we're talking now many generations back of kind of vocal legacy, her first teacher would always have them move upward in the range on oo and downward on e. And when I think about this, it is such a great idea because oo naturally adds more head resonance. If you make this sound, whoo, whoo, you can feel that there's a lot of height and kind of almost like a domey feeling in terms of the space in the head. And then if you say e, e, you're really coming much more forward. And so by going up on oo and coming down on e, we're taking advantage of adding more headiness as we go up and then adding more chest as we come down. So the exercise itself is just going to be a 5-note scale. Nice and simple. We'll go ooh, ee. Now, a lot of singers, when they do this, start to get a little vague about when it's oo and when it's e. So I hear a lot of ooh, ee. You're not going to start to really kind of wire together those neurons that are going to tell you downward moving means bring it forward, upward moving means make it heady. So really be meticulous here at the start about as soon as you get past sol and you're coming back down to fa, really immediately switch to E. Let's go here. Breathe and let's sing together. Ooh, ee. Go here. Ooh, ee. And here. Ooh, ee. Great. Now, I have the benefit of being able to see myself here in my camera, but you don't. So I would love for you to either check yourself out in a mirror or go ahead and turn on your phone so that you can look at yourself and make sure that on that ooh, the lips are really rounded, especially the upper lip. This position, ooh, is not going to do anything to add headiness, and E is not going to give you any resonance whatsoever. So make sure that you're shaping those vowels. Ooh with both lips, nice circular mouth, and E with a released jaw and that tongue on an angle so that the sides of the tongue can touch the top molars. Now, if that sounds like crazy talk to you, I want to make sure that you check out the video on the vowels, how each of the vowels are made. I made a really specific video about how each vowel is made in the mouth. Those mechanics are such a great foundation for all of your vocal work. So if you need to pause this video, go check that out. There's even a downloadable, like a chart of how each of the vowels is made, what it sounds like, what it looks like, what you should feel, how to troubleshoot it. So make sure you check that out. I'll put the link to the little PDF also in the description box here. But now that we've really got those pure vowels and we're switching right over after we crest the top of the exercise, let's keep going. I think we were maybe here, I don't know, we're gonna start again here. This is in D for any of you who are planning on repeating this at home. So I think we started in C and we're just working up by half steps, and we'll just do some more repetitions here. So here we go, breathe, let's go. Two more. And last one. Okay, terrific. So now we have covered more than an octave. For those of you who want to continue doing more, you absolutely can. But before you do, I think by now, most voice types will have gone over at least one of the major breaks, those passaggio, or like kind of passageways between the registers. So here, we're going A flat to E flat. That sits right, and it's really straddling right where my break is. And so this can be sometimes a place where I start to feel a little bit tight, or like my vowels are getting a little funny. So something I want to suggest to you that you might try as you continue to move up is just adding a little bit of motion, either in the back of the neck, like this, that's what I'm going to do, or in the tongue. You can the vowel will fuzz up a little bit, and that's okay. You can just move the tongue a little bit, maybe a little bit of moving it that way, just to keep those surfaces soft as you move up and down through the range, but the exercise, the vowels stay the same. So let's keep going. We're gonna stay where we were, and just maybe if you're starting to feel a little bit of tightness, start to add a little bit of this, a little tongue motion. You can even just put a finger here and wiggle to keep the lips soft. So here we go. One more. Wonderful. Now, this exercise is so simple that it's hard to believe that it actually is effective, but I can tell you that I've been using this in my own practicing, and it has made it so much easier to sing both below and above the break, because I've just kind of built in that pathway where I'm constantly adding head, adding chest, moving through in a way that's very fluid and not so stark. So I hope that this was helpful for you. If it was, let me know. If it wasn't, let me know. Let me know how it was problematic for you. I would love to help you out. In the meanwhile, make sure that you hit that like button, the subscribe, the notification bell. I am so grateful that you were with me today, and I hope to see you again next week. If you just can't wait until next week, then go ahead into the description box and sign up for that newsletter. Or if you download that Vowels cheat sheet, you're going to get that newsletter also. And that's just a little hello from me in your inbox on Fridays. It's totally free, and you'll just have a little bit more sort of long form exploration of topics around singing. And in the meanwhile, thank you for practicing.